Before this beautiful journey begins, let me share something important with you. You are here because you want to learn English. And let me tell you, this is a beautiful way to learn. Today, we will travel together into one of the most famous love stories ever told, the story of Romeo and Juliet. This is not just a story. It is a journey of love, courage, and heartbreak. It is a story that has touched millions of hearts for more than 400 years ago. And now, it will touch yours too. As you listen, you will not only feel the emotions of these characters, but you will also learn English in the most natural way, through a story full of life and feelings. When you hear these words, repeat them in your mind. Imagine the scenes. Feel the love. Feel the pain. This is how you make English a part of your soul. Now, take a deep breath. Relax. And let me take you to a time long ago, to a city where two young lovers changed the meaning of love forever. This is the story of Romeo and Juliet. Let us begin. The story begins in Verona, a city full of life, music, and beauty. The streets are crowded with merchants, noblemen, and travelers. The sound of horses' hooves echoes on the stone roads. The air smells of bread from the bakeries and flowers from the gardens. It looks like a peaceful city, but inside, there is anger and fire. Two powerful families, the Montagues and the Capulets, hate each other. Their fight has lasted for many years. Nobody knows when it started or why. But it continues. This hate has made Verona a dangerous place. Whenever men from these two families meet on the streets, they fight. They shout, they draw their swords, and they hurt each other. The city guards run to stop them, but still, the anger grows. People in Verona are tired of this fight. Even the Prince of Verona, the ruler of the city, has warned them. He has said that anyone who fights again will be punished. But pride is strong. Hate is stronger. Now, in the Montague family, there is a young man named Romeo. He is handsome, gentle, and full of dreams. He believes in love. He wants happiness. But when this story begins, Romeo is sad. His heart is heavy, because he is in love with a girl named Rosaline, and she does not love him back. Romeo walks alone through the gardens and the streets. He looks at the sky and feels empty. His friends, Benvolio and Mercutio, try to make him happy. They tell him to forget Rosaline, to look at other girls. But Romeo says, love cannot change so easily. He feels pain in his heart. He writes poems. He dreams about Rosaline, but deep inside, he knows she will never love him. As he walks near the river, he hears the sound of water and the singing of birds, but even nature cannot heal his sadness. He feels like the world is dark. He feels like his life has no meaning without love. This is the first time we meet Romeo, young man who believes in true love, but who does not know that his real love has not yet begun. Far away, in the grand house of the Capulets, another story is waiting to start. The Capulet family is planning a great party. There will be music, dancing, and bright lights. The richest families of Verona will come. And among the guests will be a young girl, Juliet, the daughter of Lord Capulet. She is only 13, but she is graceful, innocent, and full of dreams. She knows little about the world. She has never felt the power of love. But soon, everything will change. As the sun sets over Verona, the city glows in golden light. People light candles in their homes. The streets grow quiet, but inside two young hearts, storms are waiting to rise. Romeo, lost in sadness. Juliet, unaware of the future. Their lives are moving toward each other, and nothing can stop it. Fate is calling them. Love is waiting for them. And this love will change everything. The night of the Capulet party arrives. The Capulet house is shining with hundreds of candles. The air smells of flowers and fresh bread. Servants are running through the halls, carrying trays of fruits and wine. Musicians are tuning their instruments. Laughter and music fill the rooms. It is a grand celebration, and people from all over Verona are invited. Juliet, dressed in a beautiful gown, looks like an angel. Her hair is soft like silk, and her eyes are bright like stars. She moves gracefully, yet her heart is innocent. She does not know that this night will change her life forever. Her mother tells her to meet Paris, a nobleman who wishes to marry her. Juliet listens quietly. She respects her parents, but her heart is not ready for marriage. She dreams of something else, something pure and magical. Far away, Romeo hears about this party. His friends, Mercutio and Benvolio, tell him to come. At first, Romeo refuses. He says he does not want to see other women. His heart still cries for Rosaline. But Mercutio laughs and says, "Come with us, Romeo. Look at the world with new eyes." At last, Romeo agrees. He puts on a mask to hide his face, and walks into the Capulet house with his friends. The party is full of life. People are dancing. The music is sweet and strong. The sound of violins fills the hall. Romeo steps inside, and for a moment, he forgets his sadness. His eyes wander through the crowd, and then, suddenly, he sees her for the first time. Time stops. The music fades in his mind. The laughter becomes silent. All he sees is Juliet, standing under the soft light of the candles. She is more beautiful than anything he has ever seen. Romeo feels his heart race. He feels as if the earth has stopped moving. In that moment, Rosaline is gone from his thoughts forever. There is only Juliet. Juliet looks across the hall. Her eyes meet Romeo's eyes. Something inside her heart awakens. She does not know his name. She does not know who he is. But she feels something strong, something deep. It is love, which is pure, sudden, and powerful. Romeo walks closer. He speaks softly to her. His words are gentle, like a song. Juliet listens. Her cheeks blush. In that short moment, they both feel the same truth. They are meant for each other. They hold hands. Their fingers touch, and it feels like magic. They share a tender kiss, not knowing that their families are enemies. But the magic breaks when Juliet's nurse calls her away. Romeo learns that she is a Capulet. His heart trembles. She is the daughter of his family's greatest enemy. And Juliet learns that Romeo is a Montague. Fear fills her heart, but love is stronger than fear. They both know they cannot stop what they feel. Later that night, after the party is over, Romeo cannot stay away. He climbs the walls of the Capulet garden and hides among the trees. The moon is bright in the sky. The air is soft and cool. Juliet steps onto her balcony, her face glowing in the moonlight. She thinks she is alone, and she speaks softly to the night. She wishes Romeo could be there. She wishes he were not a Montague. Romeo listens. His heart beats fast. He wants to speak, but he is afraid to scare her. At last, he steps out and calls her name. Juliet turns, surprised, but when she sees him, her fear disappears. Their eyes meet again, and the world feels quiet. They speak about love, about hope, about dreams. They know their families hate each other, but they promise to love, no matter what the situation will be. That night, under the stars, they make a secret vow to be together forever. The next day, Romeo goes to Friar Lawrence, a wise priest. He tells him about Juliet. At first, the friar is shocked, but then he agrees to help, hoping this love will bring peace between the families. That very day, Romeo and Juliet meet in a small chapel. The candles flicker, as they stand together, holding hands. Their hearts beat like drums. They whisper promises of eternal love. And with a prayer, they become husband and wife in secret. They believe their love will conquer all. They believe the future will be bright. But fate has other plans. Outside the chapel, a storm is waiting to break. For a short moment, Romeo and Juliet live in a world of dreams. They are now husband and wife, but nobody knows. They smile when they think of each other. Their hearts are full of hope. They believe their love will change everything. But life is not so simple. The hate between their families is still burning like fire under the ground. And soon, that fire will rise. Tybalt, the Juliet's cousin, is full of pride and anger. He saw Romeo at the party, and he has not forgotten. To him, Romeo has insulted the Capulet family by coming to their celebration. Tybalt's blood boils. He wants revenge. He wants to fight Romeo. So he searches for him in the streets of Verona. One hot afternoon, Romeo walks through the market with his friends, Mercutio and Benvolio. The sun is bright, and the streets are busy. Merchants shout about their goods. Children laugh and run. But in the distance, Tybalt appears with his men. His face is hard. His eyes burn with hate. He calls out Romeo's name. Romeo steps forward, but his heart is soft. He does not want to fight. Tybalt is now his family, because Juliet is his wife. Romeo speaks calmly, trying to stop the anger. He says he has no reason to hate Tybalt. But Tybalt does not know about the marriage. He feels insulted by Romeo's words. He believes Romeo is mocking him. Mercutio, Romeo's loyal friend, cannot stay silent. He is full of energy, full of pride. He draws his sword. He shouts at Tybalt. He says if Romeo will not fight, then he will. The men circle each other like lions. Their swords flash in the sunlight. Romeo tries to stop them. He steps between them, his hands raised. He begs for peace. But in that moment of confusion, Tybalt's sword strikes. Mercutio falls to the ground. At first, everyone is silent. Mercutio looks at Romeo. His face is pale, but his voice is strong. He says this fight has brought a curse on both families. Then his voice fades, and his eyes close forever. Mercutio is dead. Romeo freezes. His heart feels like it has been torn apart. His friend is gone because of this hate. And something inside Romeo breaks. The gentle, loving boy disappears. Anger fills his soul. His hands shake as he takes his sword. His eyes burn with fury. He runs after Tybalt. The streets of Verona echo with the sound of swords. People scream and run. Tybalt fights hard, but Romeo fights harder. His grief turns into rage. And in a final, powerful strike, Romeo kills Tybalt. Tybalt falls to the ground, and the blood of hate stains the streets once again. Romeo stands there, breathing heavily. His sword drops from his hand. He looks at Tybalt's lifeless body, and fear fills his heart. What has he done? He has killed Juliet's cousin. He has broken the peace. He has destroyed everything he dreamed of. Soon, the guards arrive. The Prince of Verona comes with his men. The families gather. The Montagues shout for mercy. The Capulets cry for justice. The prince speaks with a voice of thunder. He says Romeo will not die, but he will be punished. He will be banished from Verona forever. If he returns, he will be killed. Romeo runs to Friar Lawrence's cell, his heart full of despair. He falls to the ground and cries. He says his life is over. He says there is no world outside Verona, because Juliet is his world. The friar tries to calm him. He tells him to be strong, to wait for a better time. But Romeo cannot hear hope. All he hears is pain. Juliet has also hears the terrible news. Her heart breaks. She loves Romeo, but her cousin is dead. She feels torn between love and family. Tears run down her face. She waits for Romeo in the dark, and when he comes to her that night, they hold each other tightly. They cry, they kiss, and they know this might be their last night together. The candles burn low, as they whisper words of love. And when the morning comes, Romeo leaves before the sun rises, his heart heavy like stone. Juliet watches him go. She feels a deep, cold fear. She knows something dark is coming. And she is right. The story of love is turning into a story of pain. The days after Romeo's banishment feel like a storm for Juliet. Her world is turning upside down. Her parents, unaware of her secret marriage, insist she marry Paris, a noble and kind man, who wishes to make her his wife. Juliet feels trapped. Her heart belongs to Romeo, the man she secretly married, but her family pushes her toward another life, another love she cannot accept. At home, her mother and father speak about the wedding with joy and pride. They think Paris is a good match, strong and respected. Juliet listens in silence. Fear fills her chest like a heavy stone. She knows this marriage will break her heart. She tries to explain her love for Romeo, but her parents do not understand. They say she is young and must obey. They say she must forget the past. Juliet feels alone. Her only hope is Friar Lawrence, the wise priest who married them. She runs to him in desperation. She cries, telling him she cannot live with the pain of losing Romeo and marrying Paris. The friar thinks hard. He wants to help. He knows that if Juliet marries Paris, she will lose Romeo forever. Then, he comes up with a risky plan. He gives Juliet a small vial of a special potion. This potion will make her appear dead. Her skin will look pale, her breathing slow, and her body cold like ice. Everyone will believe she has died. But after 42 hours, she will wake up. Then, Romeo will come to her, and they will run away together. Juliet listens carefully. She feels fear and hope mixed together. The plan is dangerous, but it is the only way to be with Romeo. She drinks the potion and lies down in her bed. Her heart pounds. She thinks of Romeo, of their love, of their future. Then, slowly, her eyes close, and silence fills the room. The next morning, the household wakes to terrible news. Juliet is dead. Her face is pale, her body still. Tears fill the eyes of her nurse, her mother, and even her father. The city mourns. The Capulet house feels cold and empty. Everyone believes the young, beautiful Juliet is gone forever. Far away, Friar Lawrence sends a message to Romeo. He tells him about the plan, and asks him to wait for Juliet to wake up. But fate is cruel. The message never reaches Romeo. Instead, Romeo hears only that Juliet is dead. His heart breaks into 1,000 pieces. Without hesitation, Romeo buys poison from an apothecary. He cannot live without Juliet. He returns to Verona, to the Capulet tomb, where Juliet lies. The night is dark and heavy. The air smells of cold stone and forgotten dreams. Romeo kneels beside Juliet's body. He touches her face and cries. "Goodbye, my love," he whispers. "I cannot live without you." With tears flowing, he drinks the poison. His body grows weak. His breath slows. He lies down next to Juliet, closing his eyes forever. Just moments later, Juliet begins to wake. Her eyes flutter open. The potion is leaving her body. She sees Romeo lying there, pale and still. She shakes him, cries out his name, but it is too late. Romeo is gone. Juliet's heart shatters. She feels pain deeper than any she has ever known. She takes Romeo's dagger and holds it tight. With a final, brave breath, she ends her life to be with him in death. The servants find them the next morning, two young lovers, forever united in death. The city of Verona is silent. The prince comes and sees the tragedy. He speaks with sadness and anger. The Montagues and Capulets, finally seeing the cost of their hate, promise peace. Two families, once full of anger, now learn that love is stronger than hate, but sometimes love comes too late. This is the real story of Romeo and Juliet, two young hearts, whose love was pure, deep, and unforgettable. Their story has traveled through time, teaching us about the power of love, and the pain that comes with hate. But more than that, it is a story that reminds us how precious every moment of love and life is. You have listened carefully. You have felt their joy, their fear, and their heartbreak. And through this story, you have also learned English, word by word, feeling by feeling. You have discovered new words, simple phrases, and the beautiful rhythm of the English language. You have made your mind stronger, and your heart braver by traveling this journey with Romeo and Juliet. Remember, learning a new language is like love. It takes patience, courage, and a willingness to open your heart. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep believing in yourself. Your English will grow, just like the love in this story grew, even in the hardest moments. If you enjoyed this story, and if it helped you in your English learning, please give this video a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear how this story made you feel, or what you learned today. And don't forget to subscribe for more beautiful stories and lessons that will help you learn English in a fun and emotional way. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep your heart open, your mind curious, and your English strong.